Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of the Underground Takeover Podcast, chatting all things music with local musicians from the underground. My next guest, I'm very blessed to have back on board. My next guests were episode 1 and 2 of my radio show, Beats, Bars and Banter on Youth Jam Radio. Go stream that if you're not yet. Welcome to the show, Azmatik. Don't really need much of an intro, do we, bro? And Megatherium, of course.
Thanks for having us, man.
Thank you.
We did a bit of a rewind at Youth Jam, how you got into music, but since you're both here, how did you both meet? What were the circumstances that brought you guys to be the dynamic duo you are today?
I think I just posted something about looking for a producer who was making beats and wanted someone to rap on their beats. Basically, on a collaborative level, I was like, I didn't have any money.
Yeah.
Couldn't buy beats. And I was just like, there's got to be a producer out there. I've got bars. Who's got beats? Your beats need bars. My bars need beats.
That's it.
And then
I reached out.
He was just like, hey, what's up? I'm Sloth. He was Sloth back then.
Yeah.
Started sending me some beats and didn't take too long. And we pushed out an EP
history.
and here we are.
Yeah, Blueprints.
That's it.
Smash
That's
that
it.
out.
And you've been making music for a bit. We're talking with Megatherium while we're waiting for you. Got a bunch of half-done tracks. What's to come? So I know you're doing events and shit in the new year as well.
Yeah, just trying to...
Quite a bit on. Planned anyway.
Yeah, got a few shows planned. Just was obviously trying to just be creative where we can, just make some music. We don't necessarily have a project that we're working on necessarily, which we've always sort of done it like that. We've just made music together and then
Just
gotten to a
waiting
point where
find
we're
a
like...
collection that sort of fit together, but we usually make fucking 50 songs or something before we...
Yeah, and then we'll just be like, all right, what are we doing with these songs? And then be like, and then you just start being like, let's do like these songs here. It could be like a 5-track EP. We got a hell of a lot more ideas than we do projects out there. The amount of times we've been like...
Quality over quantity, man. Dr. Dre
Yeah,
still
exactly.
only got 2 albums.
If every one of your ideas just ended up out there, probably have some whack
No, we
shit
got a
out
lot
there,
going on. Got a lot of collabs in the work. Very recently, we got a lot of collabs in the work, so that's going to be good. And
Can you say who you're collabing with yet or not yet?
probably not.
Can we give them an exclusive
Yeah, no. We're
preview
doing a
of
full
who you've got
EP
on? Or?
that's going to be...
cool ones.
What do you reckon, Ez?
Yeah, we got some good ones in the bank that we probably won't mention, but
Just yet. We're going to do one EP that's all features, so
yeah.
there's
We got obviously we sent a smacking beat of his to Greasy the other day, who was very keen on it.
Yeah.
So me and him are going to knock out another song
Yeah.
on his beat. We got a couple other Eastern State ones that are pretty dope.
Nice.
We'll keep it a secret.
And recently, there was a resurgence because you brought back Fremantle Battle League after a bit of a break, and you were just hosting that night. It was judged by Optimus.
And you battled?
Yeah, and I battled. It was hosted by Optimus.
No, judged.
Judged by Optimus, Creepy J. Who else?
Coerce.
Can't remember who else judged it. Coerce, that's right, yeah. If you were in the judge's seat, who stood out for you on the night? Apart from obviously Alter, who won.
Mike Midas was probably my favourite.
Well, Mike
He
Midas
killed
is
it,
easy. He come runner-up, so
Well,
apart from Alter, probably the next guy down. But, all right, so apart from the 2 finalists, who were the 2 clear front-runners, what's his name, Bam? Bam.
Oh, yeah. He's funny as fuck.
Fraser
bro.
Blunt.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What a great way to start a verse every time, man.
He came in, my favourite one. I remember it. Hang on. What did he say? Whoa.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, something like, Bam, fucking Blunt, here we fucking go. You assholes getting torn from here to the road. It was just so funny, but he just had so much cadence and he just had his style. Here we fucking go. Your asshole's getting torn from here to the road. I was just like, wow.
That was funny.
Open up around like that. Fuck, man. So good. Yeah, he was sick.
Speaking on
Looking
battles,
forward to bringing FBL back properly, though. We've got an event popping off. What is it, February?
Yeah.
February? For a written event,
February.
bringing back written
It's
battles
going to be a
again?
Sunday sesh. Written battles are back.
sweet.
Um,
Do you need artists? Or?
yeah, no.
Filled the card pretty quickly, actually.
We're gonna like the written battle
right away.
stuff is very, it's very handpicked
Yeah, yeah.
and very like earn your spot
Oh, yeah.
sort
We
of
are going to
basis.
do like young guns and tryout events.
Yeah,
But like
sick.
the bigger FBL events that we're going to be putting together, we do kind of want to have a bit of quality control and have people that haven't battled in that arena before will have to sort of battle another newcomer at this other event. If you prove yourself, you'll get on a card.
It's just they're like tryout events. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, because when they're written at like freestyle battle tournaments are really good for just getting people, especially people who've had their, they're sort of, you encourage people to jump up for their first time and this and that. Whereas the written events are a bit more orchestrated, and every battle's got to be like hard hitting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you got someone who you've never heard before or this and that, and they just message the page and they're like, hey, my name's fucking MC Mad Cunt, and I want to battle, and you're like, yeah, sick. Chuck you straight into the next event, and then they've got a 3-round battle with 2-minute rounds of written shit, and it's just absolutely arse, and they can't remember their shit and this and that. Not saying that this is going to be you, but I'm just saying like this is why it's got to be like a tryout sort of situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So the
can't
main events are like, yeah, the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
And once you prove to myself and Megatherium,
We really want
the
to
rappers out
encourage a
there
new
prove-
generation to come through too. So we're going to be smashing them up-and-comer events probably more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's sick to see what you're doing with up and comers with Brittany and shit as well. She's got her launch. Or Brat. She's
Brat.
got her launch. I'm keen to go to
Young
that
Brat,
one.
she's very cool, very
that's
talented.
That'll be
A
good
sick
one.
writer, has an original style. Her music's very
When's that? End of December.
so that's been announced. So that's December 28th, a Saturday night at Old Habits Neighbourhood Bar, they call it.
Yeah. Sick little venue.
You been there?
I used to be the pizza chef there, bro.
The pizza chef.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I was a pizza chef.
Well, they didn't let you branch out. Pizzas only.
Yeah. That's all they did, though.
All we can trust you is throwing a handful of shit on top of this bread and sliding it into the oven.
Fucking art to it, as.
Yeah.
Says the guy who used to cook exclusively hamburgers.
Yeah. Yeah, he's walking around like, I'll cook you the best hamburger. Like, oh, what, you're going to put the mince ball and flatten it onto a hot piece of metal, are you?
Stick some lettuce on it.
You fucking Gordon Ramsay over here.
Yeah. Speaking on battles, DJ's got a few battle questions for you because you got quite the resume when it comes to battling.
Yep.
But DJ's going to ask you a few questions on battling.
So who's been your toughest opponent that you've come across?
My toughest, definitely Vega.
Yeah.
That was a good battle
100%. He's top tier in the country. I knew that one was going to be like that. A lot of battles I've been in, I've gone in with ultimate confidence, like ready to just embarrass someone. A lot of them have been like that, where I've just been like, oh, this cunt doesn't know what he's fucking in for. Whereas Vega, it was like, oh fuck, what am I in for? Like, it was the not that I wasn't just like going in. I was confident, but I knew I didn't think too much about what he might say, but I knew that it was going to be top tier rounds. You know what I mean? I've had a lot of battles, and a lot of them in the early days of PCB and that. I've had dudes like diss me on like taking easy battles and this and that, but in the early days it was just whoever fucking MC
could,
Red
yeah.
offered me. He should just hit me up and just
there
go,
wasn't many of us.
next event, you want to battle so and so?
Yeah.
I go, yeah, fucking who the fuck's that? Don't know. Yep, sweet. And then so a lot of them were sort of definitely not on my level at the time. You know what I mean?
Top-notch rapper, eh? Mix him up and put him in my top-notch snack and shake.
That has the fucking top-notch Macca's shakes.
Top-notch.
But yeah, Vega is the answer. He's fucking incredibly dope. And even that battle,
That was a fucking
like,
good battle, man. That was fucking close too.
Yeah, seriously close battle. A clash of styles as well.
Yeah, that's what was cool about
I
it.
think it ultimately comes down to, if you're going to judge that battle, what sort of style you're into. But yeah, I think it's as hard as it is for me to say. Like, even when I watch it, and I'm a big fan of that barring out like what Vega does. And as hard it is, even when I watch it, I'm just like, yeah, he probably got me, you know. But he's fucking top tier and world class, and the fact that it's fucking debatable is also an achievement in itself. You know what I mean? Like, cunt was going over to Don't Flop and shit. Like, he's a weapon. Shout out to Vega, sick cunt brother.
Good cunt.
Yeah.
And how do you prep for a battle rap? What's your process?
Shit. I won't give away the formula, brother, you know? I guess I just like brainstorm schemes first.
Starting early is your fucking key.
Starting early, yeah. It's very easy to be like, oh, when's the event? 3 months. Oh, heaps of time. Put that on the back burner, and the next minute you're like, what's the date today?
Oh, fuck,
Do the
it's
math
today.
in your head. You're like, yeah. Oh, fuck, I'm meant to be in Melbourne. Like, no, like, you just like realise, like,
8 bars
hang on.
an hour.
I thought, that's 3 weeks away now. Like, all of a sudden, and you've got like a few little like ideas written down. You got fuck all rounds, and all of a sudden you've gone from having all the time in the world to being stressed. And fuck, that's annoying when you do that to
It's
yourself.
a lot of fucking material to fucking write for one
2 minute,
performance,
6 minutes worth of battling in a fucking in one battle. Like, you're basically doing an EP. You're basically writing an EP about a guy, and then performing it. Like,
Yeah.
But in saying that, yeah, basically I just brainstorm schemes first. I'd be like, all right, who's this guy? What does he do? What's he look like? Fuck, he kind of looks like this, and I just start writing dot points basically of just different angles that I can take on this person, and then from there I'd take a dot point and just try and flesh it into fucking 8 bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you started out in battling. You did a fair bit of battling. So you were with PCB and FBL and stuff. Who were the, say like top 3? I've got my top 3 that, stood out back in those days for just battling.
Back in PCB days, damn.
Yeah. I've got a few, like, in mind.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, fucking Cortex, the brother.
Yeah.
He's the fucking GOAT. Like,
Dominated it.
absolutely dominated, as he should. One of the most talented hip-hop artists in the country, so that's understandable.
Lethal had an impressive 2-year run. And then
Lethal was
disappeared.
fucking phenomenal.
He
He was a
and
phenomenal
then
battle
just
rapper.
disappeared.
I'd love to see fucking Lethal
Yeah.
come back and do one. I did reach out to him about like doing the FBL shit, and he was like,
It's been too long.
yeah, he was not super keen. He didn't fully like shut it down, like, but he was just like, not now, not this event you're working on, but he's like, if it lined up properly and if it was something I was keen on, like, but he's a family man, like all the motherfuckers from the golden era, like when we were all,
That's it.
it
Yeah.
was all popping off the PCB days and that, like everyone's grown now. Everyone's in their fucking
Over a decade ago now.
in their 30s or pushing 40. Half of them got fucking 3 kids now and full-time jobs. And back then, we're all just running amok. Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
fuck,
that's-
I only gave you 2, Cortex and Lethal. I mean, that's an easy 2. Let's give you a dark horse. I'll say Cable.
Yeah, I was going to say Cable.
Yeah,
Because mine was
he's a
Cable.
really good writer.
Mine was Cable, Sonny, or Intellect, and then Gweeds. I love fucking Gweeds,
Yeah.
My
Intellect
one that was
fucking
severely underrated was the fucking Baxter, man.
Yeah, Baxter was very
fucking
good.
dope, but he just had this style that the crowd just did not connect to.
Ah,
But
true.
like, if you fucking broke it down to what he was writing, he was always fucking
Very smart, yeah.
Creepy's fucking obviously.
Oh, I mean, yeah, well,
One of
yeah.
the Perth goats.
Obviously,
Creepy
if we're going right
One of
back
the
in the
goats.
PCV days, sort of before Creepy J, but
J. Yeah.
if we're talking Perth battlers top 3, then Creepy's in it of all time.
Got any more battle questions, right?
What's your favorite bar you came up with in a battle rap?
My favourite bar.
Yeah.
And can you remember who you were battling when you came up
Very
and said
hard. If
bar?
I can remember the bar, I'll remember who I'm battling. But damn, that's hard. That's tough. I like what I did against Vega. I guess it's an easy one with Vega because it's probably like my best performance because I had to step it up, like I was saying. I like the funny shit I did where I told him I can't remember the setup line. I just remember the punchline where it was like he cooks it on it. Talking about him being a redneck. He's from Queensland, you know. I just did like he's obviously not a redneck at all, but like just did like a redneck scheme about him in Queensland and said, he cooks it on a couple of burning tires, calls it 2 Michelin star. Michelin tires, Michelin star, 2 burning tires, calls it 2 Michelin star. Talking about finding roadkill on the side of I know I've probably got better shit, but that's what I've done so many battles, man. I can't remember half of it. My third round against Darko, sorry Darko, I love you, brother. And it was harsh as well, but my third round against Darko was
a top
just
tier
the
battle,
round
man.
itself was.
That battle was hard, man.
It was like a step up for me in battling, you know. That third round, I sort of just had the multi scheme and the hectic scheme about him and his bird and shit.
The one that
It's all love. I love Darko. I don't want to fucking.
the one that stands out. The one that stands out for me is I was watching it the other day is THC one with fucking H Murray.
Fucking Muzza. Shout out Muzz.
Best crowd
I haven't seen him. I haven't seen anything from him on social media in a while. I hope the cunt's not fucking locked up or something. But I just haven't seen anything. I reckon he's probably. I think he's pretty good on straight and narrow, focus on his daughter and that. So I reckon more likely he's just hopped off social media. But so he probably won't say this, but shout out Muzz. He's a sick cunt. When me and Cortex battled, the Real Talk boys did a Real Talk event in Perth, and me and Cortex battled Ted and Bronson. And H Murray just fucking flew out. He was just like, I'm going to come out for the event, just watch. So I had him stay at this is after we battled and shit. So he come and stayed at my house and shit.
Nice.
He's a fucking sick cunt. He's a good, as soon as that battle ended and we fucking, Greeley was like, mate, nice for that battle, blah, blah. And the cameras all stopped and we're sort of everyone's just dispersing on stage. Just went up good battle, brother. And he's just like, yeah, you fucking got me, bro. You want beer? And just walked me up to the bar, bought me a beer.
And then he's in the smokers fucking having a good banter about us.
No, well, then he was just like, you want to fucking, and just took me in the fucking toilets and shouted me a fucking couple of nose beers and shit, after buying me a beer. He just showed me utmost respect, before, leading up to the battle and even at the event, even at the venue, before the battle,
him and all his mates.
Yeah, always
trying to be the staunch.
Even with the fucking,
and they were too. That's the
sort of
funniest
hanging
fucking
out
thing. They were fucking.
Oh
staunch
yeah, that's the
too.
thing as well. It's not like they're just cunts who act tough and
it
think they're
wasn't
tough.
a fucking
And
act at all.
Even
That's the funniest
fucking-
thing about it. They
even
would've
during the
found out.
battle,
they're
wasn't
tough. They're tough.
wasn't something pulled during the battle? Didn't someone fucking
yelled-
pull out a
someone
knife
yelled-
out or
Someone
something?
was talking.
No one pulled a knife out.
Oh, true.
No. Someone just yelled. Someone just heckled from the crowd. I might have called H Murray a bitch or something.
Yeah.
And all these boys just
Jumped
and
off
all
the
just who the
stage.
fuck was that cunt? And
Fucking guys.
seen who it was in the crowd and all just hopped off the stage ready to go him.
Yeah.
So it all there was a little pause there. You don't see it in the video. It's been edited. They really edited the pause out, but
That
it
little
was
flip-
fucking 5
little
10
flip you
minutes or
did.
something, eh?
When there was 10 cunts standing behind him and you started one of the round with a little flip. I
Started
didn't
the whole-
realise I was battling all these dudes.
Yeah, I didn't sign up for this, Muzz.
For all of this, man.
I'm genuinely scared of these men. And I was like, there's no punchline of that. Where are my friends? But yeah, he was funny, even upstairs in the sort of the upstairs green room area, when I first got there, I hadn't seen him yet, didn't know if he was there yet. He's obviously gotten there. I was sort of leaning on the upstairs balcony, looking down at the venue sort of thing. And he's just popped up next to me all of a sudden. We've had these sort of back and forths on. We would have mad banter on comment sections, but also be messaging in each other's inboxes, just chatting about respectful shit,
Yeah.
and both being yeah, it's all good, but sort of in the public eye on social media, especially, we both understood the assignment, build it up. You want cunts to be
Talk that shit.
So whenever we'd be in a comment section, we'd just start bickering with each other and shit. But yeah, he just popped up next to me out of nowhere on the balcony, just flows and was like, "What's up, bitch?" So I'd never met this cunt ever, first interaction, properly face to face. Just, "What's up, bitch?" I was just like, "Oh shit, Mars was cracking." And then yeah, all these boys rolled in, and I was just like,
That whole weekend was fucking great.
Oh man, it was off 10.
Fucking
Incredible.
after party and shit. That fucking photo of us all in the kitchen came up as a memory
Yeah.
the other day, actually. It was fucking good.
All us boys there. Yeah,
Oh,
I
with
got
you and,
my
like-
fucking, I got my super
Yeah,
out
all
not
the
long
lads.
before that
Really,
trip.
and a few of the other boys flew over from Perth to do a set too. Fucking distracting them, and they were there. So
Yeah, Distract,
Dunners.
Berkey,
Yeah.
Grease was there.
Who's Berkey hiding, man? I fucking miss his tunes, hey.
Berkey's very dope.
yeah,
Berkey is very dope.
so
Wonder where he's
fly.
hiding. You got the questions on the screen there, bro. I can't see shit.
So what's your go-to fade after a battle or a gig?
Go to fade.
Yeah.
After a battle, yeah. We asked Blinks this
I like-
last week and we're like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's keep this in here.
Honestly, most of the time if I'm battling, I'm probably not heading off for a fade after that. I'm probably hitting the sauce pretty hard. I'd probably have a good fade maybe at 3 a.m. or something like
Uber Eats or some
blue
shit.
Yeah.
fucking drunk. I'd probably jump on Uber Eats, correct? I'd probably get a double quarter pounder and fucking add a patty and add bacon and cheese and just be sitting there going, yeah, that's good. Yeah, bit of that too, and order a fucking $35 quarter pounder.
And then forget that
all
it's
the
at the door
additions.
until the morning.
But honestly, bro, like gigs and that, like, you usually just get caught up with it. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not usually going for a feed after that, to be honest. But probably 40 beers.
40 minutes.
40 bit. So what's been the biggest challenges? Because you've been making music a long time now. What could you say the probably toughest challenges were along the way? Whilst-
Without a doubt, trying to juggle life and becoming an adult and
Just
adult
finding
things coming
time
at
to
you,
balance everything, man. And
but also wanting to just make music all day, every day.
Mm.
But having to go to a full-time job and, you know, obviously I'm fucking in the process of starting a family. My missus is pregnant. So
Yeah, I was about to say congrats to that as
I
well.
thought I didn't have much time to make music before. Now I'm with a full-time job in that, you know, now I'm got that plus a kid on the way. So that's only becoming less, and it's just juggling time.
Never know. Like it's a girl, eh?
Yes.
Could be like a future FMC, fucking fluent incubate sort of
Hey,
sort of
she'll be
deal.
an MC,
MC.
not a FMC.
Yeah. And then this one's for Megatherium. What would you say your favourite thing about producing would be?
Hearing me rap on it.
probably 90% of the reason I do it. But I don't know, man. I've just always loved the fucking art of it, to be honest. As
Yeah.
pretentious as that fucking is, I've just always loved the culture and the looking for a record and fucking finding a bit and cutting it out and hearing that dust on it. It's just something about it, yeah.
And how do you sample? Do you sample from like YouTube or do you use actual vinyls or?
Mostly vinyl. I mean, most of the time I can find, if I find something on YouTube or something, I'll look on Discogs and try and buy the record.
Yeah.
But most of the time I try and use records to fucking get that dusty crackle and everything in it. It's high quality, but yeah. So I'd record that into my box and then into the MPC program, and I use the MPC Studio
Yeah.
console, cut it all up.
Yeah. Sweet. What would you say your favourite piece of equipment that you own is?
Probably my custom shop Telecaster.
Okay.
Yeah, I fucking love that guitar,
Oh.
man. Had it for about 15 years.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I didn't know what it was. So you said the word guitar.
Yeah, neither. I was
Blonde
thinking, what the fuck is this thing?
Telecaster. It's a Fender electric guitar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice. My phone's on charge. I'm just going to grab my phone because we've got some listener questions. Put a bit of promo out for it. So we've got some listener questions.
Nice.
Nice.
The one I can think of on the top of my head is fucking
You're gonna be fucked.
shout out to him. Everyone's favourite shit poster, fucking Speedy commented on the video promotion I posted.
Mr. Jake, what was it again?
He's like, fucking, what's your favourite power setting on a microwave?
Setting.
And do you stop it at 1 second or you just let it beep?
You got to stop it at one
Depends
second.
on what time it is.
Yeah.
All times.
3 a.m. when I've snuck out of bed and tried not to wake my missus up, and I'm fucking microwaving a fucking piece of chicken from the fridge or something, you know, then yeah, I'm stopping that bitch at 1. Middle of the day, no.
Just-
Middle of the day, I'm turning it on and I'm fucking walking off and doing other shit, and it's gonna beep, and my food will probably sit there for another 2 minutes.
Go cold, start it again.
You know,
Yeah,
you won't
fuck
even
yeah.
notice. You won't even hear it beep. No, I'm not finished. Hey, no.
Yeah, I'll just grab
No, I'm joking.
You got anything for it? I'll go through the phone.
Fuck.
Hit me,
What's your
brother.
favorite body of work you put out since you've been in the music scene?
Tuna.
Tune's probably mine too.
Uh,
Got a fucking charm about it, doesn't it?
yeah.
Do you have a? I have a favourite song off that album, and that's "Dark Days." Do you have a favourite song off that album, or?
Yeah, probably. What's on there again? Probably Mama's Boy. I think.
Yeah. No,
That was
it's-
very
It's
well
an easy
shot.
one, but I think it's
Prawn
it's
Dance
one
is
that we
probably my
don't.
favourite
It's one
just
that
'cause
we've
of the
never
beat.
really performed. I think other than the Tuna EP launch,
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. It doesn't really have like it's got a bit of a chorus in that. I think I just never really like learnt it. It was a little bit harder to learn than the other ones, and I just whenever we had a gig on, I was always just like, nah, it's too much work.
yeah.
Can't be bothered learning it. But yeah,
Sweet.
Tuna's just very like, it's just got such a cool feel to it. We both just like, the beats have got so much soul and heart. My bars, I'm just pouring my heart out on it.
And we put, compared to everything else we've done, it was fuck all effort. We like
It's very
set out to
natural.
make something to give ourselves a break while we were making the album, and smashed out that EP in like
Yeah, well,
3
like, why
weeks
don't
or
we?
something?
Well, like we got all this shit here, like these songs. Like, why don't we drop like a little like 3-track thing, and then that turned into fucking 5 or 6 tracks, and just become its own fucking. But it's just very like, grown up, I guess. It's like grown man music. Like it's like it's very mature. The music that we made on that,
Mm.
as opposed to like something like
and,
Still
and the
Arms
whole
and-
thing flows as one big project.
all
and
like
it's not a
based-
collection of songs. It's like
all
it's an actual
basically
EP.
essentially sampled from the same. Like it was all Japanese.
It was all like all the samples are all Japanese for the beats. They're all
Japanese
off
funk
Japanese,
bands and shit.
Yeah, nice.
and then all the other shit is from like tuna fishing documentaries and fucking crap.
Yeah. It was fun like digging like we're on YouTube like watching a fucking like 1964 documentary about tuna fishing, and it's just like, wow, the tuna jump on your boat and you you got a tuna. Like we're just like like an hour doco that we're just digging through, like getting this fucking
That's a lot of tuna.
yeah, that's a lot of tuna. Before you know it, you're up to your knees in tuna, or whatever he says.
Yeah, that was fucking
We'll
funny.
start on the listener questions. Here's one I'm
Motherfucker's
interested
got to
in
say,
because
huh?
I'm trying to get mine
say.
trying to get mine cranking. So
Trying to get your what cranking?
Barry Oswald, he comments and said, "How do you guys keep your beards
Shout
so
out Barry
immaculate?"
Oswald. He's been showing me love and fucking with my music for years now. I think like even way back we had the old Azmatik Facebook before my shit got fucking before I lost my shit. Anyway, shout out Barry.
How do you guys keep your beards so immaculate and shiny?
I wait until I look like a homeless caveman, and then I go to a barber and I say, "Can you fix that for me?" And then I go home and I wait a few months before I look completely fucking unpresentable again, and I do it again. I don't do anything.
Mine's been a fucking ordeal lately, to be honest, to keep fucking soft. Doing
Yeah.
my head in. Freaking trips to the barber.
Go out in the
comb.
greys.
You got to put beard softener and oil in it, and fucking wash and condition it all the fucking time.
He can grow a beard a lot more effortlessly than I can.
Mm.
So
Kinda have to.
he would have to put in
I don't
a
really
little
have a
bit
choice.
a little bit more
It's either
effort.
grow a beard or shave twice a day.
If he doesn't shave like at least once a week, he won't be able to see because the hair will grow over his eyes.
And apart from the microwave question, Speedy actually asked some proper questions.
Oh, did he?
He said, what's your favourite track by Trem?"
Ooh, Animal Kingdom.
Both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animal Kingdom. The film
Welcome
clip to
to
that was
Melbourne,
just fucking
Ecstasy
off its
capital.
lid, man. It was so well done. I forget who did that.
Yeah.
think it was one of the Crack Cartel dudes, but it was fucking awesome, and it won like a silver award in the Australian filmmaking fucking thing too.
It's funny as well, like bumped a lot.
That album's great, man.
Yeah, the album's off its head. It's definitely like at a time when I didn't have a Spotify or anything like that. Like, was listening to that music just in sheds, smoking billies.
That's the way, man. And he also asked, what's your favourite year of Australian rap?
Favorite year of Australian rap? The fuck you on about, Speedy? I don't know. Fuck me. I follow Australian rap. I'm like, wow, 2016, we had fucking MC Fuckwit from fucking Kwinana drop a hot fucking mixtape. And don't forget about, I don't know when anyone dropped anything. I can't pinpoint a year. He probably can.
It's got to be sometime in the early 2000s, between 2003 and 2005, when Hilltops had that fucking the calling and the hard
pre-social
run.
media, when it was just fucking,
when you had Draft, Bliss and Esso.
when if you were like a
Hilltops,
known
fucking
prominent
huge.
member of the hip hop community, it was because you were putting in fucking work.
Yeah.
Like, you could have just, like, you got dudes who have fucking 10,000 followers and majority of their content is them rapping into their webcam in their bedroom. It takes no... Pre-social media, it was like the rappers had to go and buy studio time, record somewhere. They had to, for anyone to know they had a show on, they had to go get posters printed, had to go put the posters up. It separated they separated the real from the fake. And the committed and the people who really fucking were serious about the culture and ready to put into it.
Yeah.
There was no half-stepping back then because no one would even know you existed.
And then last one from Speedy. He said, who in your opinion was the most slept on Australian artist in the peak of Australian rap, and who's the most slept on currently?
Jesus. Most slept on currently, me.
Probably true.
Yeah, 100%. The peak of Australian rap.
Good fucking
When was
question.
that? Or what we just said? Is that what I mean?
I reckon
I don't know, like
maybe
late
mid-
2000s,
Speedy?
early
I
2010s.
reckon mid-
Speedy, is that what you mean?
2000s to the 2010s sort of era.
Should call him and find out.
Up until Hunt's passed away. Rest in peace, brother.
Underrated. Fucking hell, man.
Mantra
He's
for
been
me.
someone who's been very dope.
Mantra was fucking incredible, but he just fucking didn't have that mainstream appeal. One of the greatest MCs I've ever fucking heard, actually.
Dielectrics.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that
Although
was
he
sick.
like,
He was sick.
what he got like signed to Golden Era or whatever, and he dropped an album that sort of, he just had like, he had a good like couple of years, I think, where he got pushed by Obese, or I don't know if it was Obese or Golden Era. It might have been Obese. I think it was before Golden Era. I don't know.
Yeah,
But I just feel like Dielectrics is, even though he dropped an album, people knew about it, and like, you know, he wasn't necessarily like underground in Australian hip hop terms at that time. Cunts never really realised how good he was
Yeah,
at
he
writing.
wasn't as
Like,
big
that
as
shit's
he
off its
fucking
head.
deserved,
Just
yeah.
very, just structured to a T.
Mm.
Like 5-syllable multis, everything. Just like his double time shit was off its head. Just in terms of like skillful MCing, can't see really anyone fucking with him when he was at his peak.
Yeah, sweet. And then Jesse Henwood, he's got a very similar artist name. What was the biggest challenge you had to learn to adapt and overcome while getting into everything to do with music? Similar artist name. Shout out Spasmatic J.
Spasmatic J. I've seen this name and I remember it.
He's a cool
Pretty
dude.
hard.
man.
Mainly
Pretty
because
hard to forget.
I was like, Spasmatic J. Damn. The biggest challenge
Was people having the similar names to you.
Picking a name, yeah. That was my
Dudes
fucking problem.
picking
I
names
fucking-
that are too close to my name, you know.
I was the
work
sloth.
really
I was the
hard
sloth
to
for
build my
years,
name
and then there were fucking a few others that fucking popped up.
Oh yeah, it's a couple of
Fucking
sloths.
like
That's why you switched. to
5
Megatherium.
years after
Like,
I was
fuck it.
sloth, some dude fucking popped up, and he ended up being a real big producer. It was dope. too.
Produced by Sloth, I think. I mean, I don't know if he's,
Slothy. He changed it to Slothy. but it was
Slothy,
with
yeah.
the capital SL, like screw Lou.
yeah, he's good. He does his thing.
He was good. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
fucking-
he's good.
He's more of a
not ragging him for anything other
yeah.
than stealing
He's on
my
like a sort of
fucking
more of a
name.
new wave, more of a new wave tip. You know, not new wave the producer. He's just more of like a wavy tip.
Yeah. And then
This man's on a more authentic.
Last listener question from Jimmy Rambles in Darwin. Shout out him. He was on Take Flight a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he knows Riley P.
Yeah.
Shout out Jimmy Rambles. Shout out Riley P.
He asked who, dead or alive, would be your dream collaboration, any genre?
Damn.
Any genre.
Yeah, any genre.
Makes it
That's a good one to ask you as a producer.
Fucking difficult, to be honest.
You should have sent us these goddamn questions prior. We could have prepared to, I had a couple of things on the go. Any genre, dead or alive. So you got to think. You really think outside the box there. Any genre.
If it was a rapper that I wanted to work with, it'd be fucking Redman, my favorite rapper ever.
Singer, R. Kelly.
Oh, Kelly, god damn. Wear your gumboots into the studio, brother. Fuck out.
Yeah.
Gotta be
Singer,
one of the
R.
Beatles.
Kelly,
Surf,
rapper, P. Diddy. Fuck. Trying to think of something a little bit.
I'd have to say Paul McCartney from the Beatles. If it was any artist ever. And how could you get a better one than that?
That's a
gonna
good
say-
choice.
Yeah, I'm going to say James Brown. It's going to be a fucking funky boom bap, like a high tempo funky boom bap beat from Megatherium. I'm going to be rapping 2 to 3 16s, and James Brown's just going to do the hook. So I'll come in like, and that's the way I go when I come around here when I'm doing my flow. Get it? Wow! We got it! Just on some like fucking just funky, like heaps of brass and shit. Like, yeah. I don't know.
This one's for Megatherium. I mean, I already know, but pretty unique name. How did you get the name?
Well,
Those that don't know what a Megatherium is.
I was originally Jack the Sloth, and then had to change it because there was a couple other sloths. So I thought, what's the fucking original sloth? So I looked it up, and it was a giant prehistoric sloth the size of a fucking like an elephant or some shit. It was huge.
Yeah, size of like a
Called
van or
a Megatherium.
Wow.
So I thought, what's better? That sounds fucking good.
What about yourself, Az? How'd you get the name?
Are
Are you asthmatic or?
Well, I am. This is not necessarily how I got the name. It's pretty pretty uneventful, but it is very like specific. Like I remember the fucking very moment.
Yeah.
I was at TAFE in like fucking Mount Lawley doing I don't know why I pointed that way. I don't know where Mount Lawley is. Could be that way.
Could be
Anyway, I was doing like youth services. I was at a point in my life where I was like, I didn't know what to do. And I was like, I might do like youth work.
Mm.
But at the time of my life, I was about 19 or something. Like realistically, I needed a youth worker. Like I was going to like TAFE to study youth work with like a fucking like a billy in my backpack. I was like graphing. I was catching like 3 buses there, or 3 or 4 buses there, 3 or 4 buses home. I was tagging every bus I was on, smoking billies down the street right up until the point I had to go in. And I was studying like youth work, you know. So I did like a few weeks of that. That's another story. I fucking obviously didn't finish that. I went, hang on, what am I doing?
It's taken me 2 years, man.
I'm not right for this, you know, at the time. But I was just sitting in class, not listening at all, just baked, like, and I was just like fucking around. I was doing graffiti and fucking around with different words and shit. And I was just thinking of different letter combinations and words. And the lecturer was talking about different medical conditions that the youth might have, and they started talking about asthma. And if a kid's asthmatic, like, and they start having an asthma attack, blah, blah, what do you do? Like, my brain was just heard asthmatic and started writing like S, and I was like, oh no, Z's better than S. Like, and next minute I started just tagging asthmatic, and I was like, oh, you can kind of flip that. That's a pretty cool word. And then from there, I was like, actually, no, it's a better rap name than a tag, you know, than a graph word. And then I just said, I might run with that, because I think at the time I didn't really have a rap name. I'd done a few songs, and I just was calling myself MCP because my last name's Prince. So instead of MC Prince, I was just calling myself MCP. Sound like a fucking Beastie Boy. You know what I mean? Like,
That is fucking.
yo, I'm MCP and I'm rocking the mic. Like, it was an MCA.
Rocking
So
it right and we're rocking all night.
yeah. So it was originally, I was just in fucking TAFE, man. Like, teacher was talking about asthma, and Yeah,
That's
pretty
maybe.
fucking shit story, eh?
That's how I was born. No, that's actually a cool origin for your name.
At
man.
least it's like very specific. Like, cunts ask me, I'm just like, I can tell you exactly how I come up with that name and exactly when.
Yeah.
Whereas me, it's just like, I'm Jake.
I'm Jake.
That's my name.
Hey, that's fucking good though, man.
You should call yourself I'm Jake.
I'm
Actually,
Jake.
with the I'm in there.
That could
I'm
work.
Jake.
I'm Jake. Just introduce myself
Sure.
for every song.
Well,
Hey guys, I'm Jake.
it works either
Be a
way.
little
You
Cool
can
little
never
song
really-
for you today.
As long as you don't say I'm Jake.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Jake. I'm Jake. That'll get weird. As long as you just say, hey. Oh yeah, because then if you just go, hey, I'm Jake, it's like me being like, hey, Azmatik. Like instead of being like, oh, I'm Azmatik. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to introduce yourself if you call yourself I'm Jake. Scrap that idea. Don't call yourself that.
it's nice thinking of it, though. It's a good thought.
We got that.
You got the cues up, bro? Shit, my headphone just went into the mic.
I'm gonna head off in 5. Just so.
Yeah.
Sorry, dudes.
We'll have some questions for Megatherium because he's got to leave.
What do you got, a hot date?
I do actually. She's at my house cooking dinner.
Oh, she's there cooking dinner now?
Yeah.
What's
Sent
for
me a
dinner, bro?
Snapchat. I don't know. She said, "Don't check your Snapchat," but it says wifey shit, so it better be good.
Nice.
She's talked it
Got
up.
one, Buzz?
Yeah. So what would your both of yours 5-year goal be? 5-year plan?
What, musically?
Just in general, life in general.
Fuck, man. I mean, I've got my beautiful partner, Sandra. Love you, Boo. Shout out, Boo. She's currently about 16 or 17 weeks pregnant. So,
Almost halfway.
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm basically just, my 5-year plan, I guess, is to hopefully have successfully raised a 5-year-old. At that point, I'm not focusing on too much other than that, eh?
That's it. That's all you need.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
Fuck, man. Just try and get a bit more financially stable over the next 5 years, me. I've been fucking.
Getting there. A bit down
Getting
bad.
there?
Down bad.
Oh, not
guess,
down bad.
yeah.
No, I'd just be fucking. I'm not broke. I'm just not fucking.
Just
Well
you want to
off.
be fucking. Never had a fucking comma in my bank account. Or... No, I've had commas actually.
Do a bit of
There's comma
traveling.
Wait, you just need $1,000 and you got a comma.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Got one.
I've never had 2 commas.
That'll do.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, neither. Had the one comma and that's about it.
1 comma gang.
What else
That's
is there,
it.
bro? I
Could be
can't
onto
see the
something there,
screen, eh?
1 comma. Hit me. Fun's a jam.
Who can you see in those 5 years? We're just talking about 5 years, but who can you see, obviously, apart from yourself? Who can you see being the GOAT in Australia?
Gracie.
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 Yeah,
Fuck that
That's a
album.
fair call, man. It's a fucking good album that
That
you
album
just
was
dropped,
incredible,
eh?
Yeah,
man. I
that's-
hope that really fucking works out for him, man, because that was
Yeah.
solid.
It's over chilling in Cancun at the moment.
Yeah.
Can't.
Not even not even just that album, just you just know that there's heaps more dope shit around the corner. You know that he's not going to stop. He's got his foot on the pedal,
Yeah.
his foot
Just
on our necks.
Constant quality, constantly just
That album's just
pumping it out.
that
Fine
album was
with
really
Complete and
just
everything else.
something to just to solidify the level up that he's already shown everyone and done. Like his work ethic is fucking out of this world. And then him dropping that fucking insane just debut
Spaceships.
album is like, all right, album number 1 dropped, phenomenal, out rapping everybody, and you just know that he's already, you know that he's already 10 steps ahead in terms of planning. You know he's got fucking multiple songs on the go, videos on the go. He's thinking ahead. He's got plans. He's a fucking workhorse. Yeah, he will not fumble the bag. And when I say the bag, I don't even talk about money. I just mean like.
He will not fumble the
He will
bag.
not fumble, yeah. Or fumble the ball. Fumble the ball, I mean.
There you go.
Or the ball bag.
Yeah, no. We'll finish because Mega's got to go. We'll finish with Mega on Who in Oz like sort of underground, should be keeping an eye out on? I asked you on the radio. Don't know if you remember your answers or not, but
Don't actually. The Aussie rapper I've been listening to the most lately is fucking Goobsy.
yeah.
Love
Fuck
that
yeah,
song.
You see his Word Life fucking remix on
hard.
Take
Yeah,
Flight,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
How
yeah.
good was that?
Shout out
Fucking love
Goobsy.
Goobsy, man. That's some straight
And if I'm
gangsta
shouting
shit.
out Goobsy, I got to shout out my brother Manners.
Yeah. Future guest.
Absolutely.
Fucking oath. That's sorted.
Yeah, I don't know. There's fucking...
We probably said it. I mean, what answer did I give?
I know you gave Lodax and Touche.
Oh yeah,
Fuck, who else did you give? I can only think of Lodax and Touche.
very dope. Jay.
Yeah.
Jay's fucking dope.
Jay Vacant, yeah. Was it Jay Vacant?
No, not Jay
no,
Vacant,
just
not-
Jay,
was it
just
Jay,
J-A-Y,
Jay
yeah.
Vacant?
Yeah, yeah.
Jay.
Yeah, Jay
Nah,
Vacant.
Jay is just Jay, Jay-A-Y, yeah. Like Megan said,
He's done a few support slots for us, but what's his crew? Oxymorons.
Oxymorons, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Van Strat and all them.
Yeah,
Vans
he's
right, yeah,
the
yeah.
standout, but they're all pretty
Jay's fucking off his head. The other guys are fucking talented as well, and they do their thing.
Mm.
But in terms of like MCing and like skills in rap, no offense to the other Oxymoron boys, but
good. Yeah, no, he's got it.
Jay's a
down pat.
standout.
Sick, man.
He's very good.
Sick. We're back on air, back in action. So
Back at it like crack addict.
back at it like a crack addict. Here's one I've thought of that I want to keep asking artists. If you weren't making music, what would you be doing instead? To still be at the same warehouse or whatever it is you're doing now, or
If I never made music ever,
yeah,
brother, who knows? Anyone who can give you an answer to that is just making shit up, really.
Mm.
On the real, there's no way I could really know. I mean, I'd like to think I'd probably be pretty sad. You know, music gives me a lot of purpose.
Mm.
I don't know, bro, to be honest.
Yeah. So you've touched on performing. You've performed at a fair few venues here in Perth, even over east with the THC stuff, and down in Tassie and stuff for battles down there and everything. What would you say your favourite venue to ever perform in was?
For a long time, it was Mojo's in
In
Freo.
Freo, yeah.
I love Mojo's. Probably not so much these days, as much as I love them. But for a long time, it was Mojo's. I still got a massive soft spot for Mojo's,
Yeah, sick.
or a massive hard spot, however you want to look at it.
And touching more on that, do you have like a dream
Touching more on what? The massive hard spot.
performing? Do you have a dream country that you want to perform in?
Dream country.
That you'd want to perform in?
I don't have one premeditated. Thinking about it now, it'd probably be somewhere in the UK, maybe somewhere in the States, I think. Even Indonesia, bro, even Bali. I'd love to rock a set in Bali, like
Fuck yeah, that'd be sick.
just randomly, just at the bounty, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And then completely wild, like, not wild, but completely out there. Big NBA fan.
Mm-hmm.
Who's on your Mount Rushmore?
Oh, fucking hell. All right. LeBron James. Kobe. Cunts are going to hate me if I don't put Michael Jordan on there, and I love Michael Jordan, don't get me wrong, but it's just... Actually, all right, fuck it. You know what? No, I'm not going to put Michael Jordan, Kobe, or LeBron on there, all right?
We already know they're goats, you know.
They're the top three. They're the discussion, you know what I mean? So that's an easy answer. You throw them on there. Excluding them, I'm going to say Vince Carter, Allen Iverson, it's so hard, bro. Like, you got to do it by errors, you know? You can't do it all the time. It's just too hard. From that 2000s era, I'm going to say Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, Allen Iverson, and Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan is a sick player, man.
Yeah, you can't, like, if you want to just bring it down to the fundamentals, you got to have him in there. I don't know, bro. Like,
Another player.
I could give you a different answer, like, every 10 minutes. You just ask me that again, and I'll probably have a different 4 people. Like, it's too hard.
Yeah. Another player I enjoy watching is Harden, James Harden.
James Harden's fucking great. A little bit of a shell of his former self these days. And this is coming from a Clippers supporter.
Yeah.
He's sort of all we got at the moment, unless Kawhi can stop being fucking injured. Sort of all we got. Norman Powell has stepped it up big time since Paul George left. But, Harden's very dope. He's obviously, since I had the rule changes and stuff, like the offensive player initiating contact and whatnot, I think he struggled to drop those sort of 30, 40-point games.
Touching more on dream collaborations, you've collaborated with a few amazing artists. You've featured on Dundee's most recent album. I think that was a Posse track, wasn't it? With Manazil, or am I thinking of something else? You recently did a track with Manners and someone else.
I did a song with Manners and Omac on our album, The Mantle.
Something more recent, though.
Yeah, Dundee's album was me, Dundee, Complete. Was that it? Was there 3 or 4? Fuck. It was Goat Gang. I can't remember. I'm fucking mind.
Pretty sure Manazil is on Goat Gang. Pretty sure he is.
Actually, yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Yeah, it's me, Dunners, Manners, and Complete.
Yeah. Apart from all the like legends you've featured on, have you got anyone you've got your eyes set on that you've always wanted to feature on a song? We're gonna snippet this into a reel and tag them and shit. So, is there anyone in Australia that you haven't featured yet that you look forward to featuring? With?
Coerce, me and Coerce definitely got a collab. We should have collabed already, but we haven't. Not for any reason other than life's a fucking busy bitch. But he's a phenomenal fucking writer and MC. Very skillful.
And artist as well now.
Yeah. I respect. Yeah. What, he's on tats, eh?
Yeah, man. He just put out a rapper flash book. So I'm going to be getting a...
Coerce, I want to see if you can tattoo a bigger cock on my cock. One that's bigger than the one I got, so
we got to snippet this over.
Makes mine look bigger. You know what I mean? You might have to pull out some optical illusion shit. I don't know how you're gonna do it. You're gonna have to do some angles.
Should do the old classic.
Some shadowing. I don't know how you're gonna do it. Figure it out.
Should do the old classic. Get the words "your name." So when you're at a pub, you can be like to someone, "I bet you $50 that I don't have your name tatted on my cock." And they're like, "Yeah, no, I don't believe you." Fucking pull out your cock and like, "Give me your $50, mate. Your name's tatted on my cock."
Yeah. I mean, I have to do it a few times to pay for the indecent exposure fine that I get. Other than that, yeah, you could be in for a profit.
You got one for him, bro?
Fuck.
Second episode, it's a bit nervous still. Trying to break from the nerves, but
that's all right. You can just edit that shit out.
Yeah, DJ's fucking onto it though. He's smashing it. I think we've asked all the questions on the laptop, eh?
If you could perform at any gig, headlining, what artist would you have support you?
I mean, I've done it. You know what I mean? Like put on gigs and handpicked artists to support. I guess if I could have my dream local gig, not to say that these dudes should be supporting me in any sense, but if I could have the brothers on, you know, like,
Yeah.
and to make the dopest fucking gig I could make in Perth, I'd have Greasy, I'd have OMAC, and I'd have Cortex.
That's the mortgage paid for, brother. There you go.
That's a fucking set and a half, you know?
Fuck yeah, it is. Omac smashes a set too. I seen him in Margaret River last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
He killed it.
You got real roll down there.
Up in Bustleton, yeah.
Oh, yeah, so that's not too far for you, eh?
Yeah.
I was actually, I had plans to go down there, but too hard.
We'll actually expand on the question DJ just asked.
Mm.
So let's say you're hosting a festival. You're hosting it and you're performing at it too. You get to pick 5 artists, alive, dead, or bands, genre. Who's at that festival performing with you?
All right, we're talking like fantasy level, you know?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
realistic level.
Not realistic.
I start book myself next to heavy hitters and just look like a fuckwit. Like, this guy's shit compared to them. Fucking hell, anyone. All right, I'm going to go Slipknot.
Fuck yeah.
Alive or dead, you said. So I'm going original members, not original, not make, feed, kill, repeat days, but I'm going like, you're going to have Paul, the bassist, who's dead now. He'll be alive in there. Joey Jordison, of course, drumming. Rapper-wise, I'm going to throw in... I'm just going to find dead motherfuckers.
We're bringing them back for this one night only
this one
event.
festival, yeah. I'm going to go Sean Price for the hip-hop act. We're going to close the night with some Dan B because motherfuckers know that I'm a huge Dan B head.
Okay.
Actually, no, I don't know any dead Dan B artists, so I'm just going to go on a live one. We're going to throw DJ Hype's going to close the night. The original DJ Hype. Who's that? DJ Hype. You said 5A. We got Hype. Who was the other two I said?
Slipknot, and you mentioned a bunch of dead artists.
And Sean Price.
Mm.
We got 2 more. I'm going to throw in Tracy Chaplin.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
You know
nice.
what I mean? She's going to catch a vibe out there for sure. And a 5th. Dang. You know what? Just to shock the crowd, and wake them up and hit them in the face with just some real authenticness. We're going to throw Hunter in there.
Yeah. Yeah, rest in peace.
They're alive, you know, just as a tribute.
Yeah, no, that's sick. You're speaking on drum and bass. Could we see Azmatik on drum and bass in the future? Just rapping over a bit of drum and bass like Mr. Traumatic or something? Does,
Yeah,
you know?
I've done it. Not like recorded it, but I've done it heaps of times. Like fucking, just like when I used to hang out with the fucking pit crew. Shout out the pit crew. It's we're going way back there. That's just like some good friends of mine.
Is that like the mansion from back in the mansion
Yeah,
days?
it's like pre-mansion days.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah,
further backwards.
yeah. We used to just all get together every weekend. You know, you had the decks out and shit. We'd have a mic connected to the decks, and I'd just be raving out, and I'd just be spitting on drum and bass.
Yeah, sick.
I'm not your typical drum and bass MC though. Like even like Australian drum and bass MCs, they do like the English accent. You don't really hear any drum and bass MCing that isn't like, whoa, bobba da bobba da bobba da bo, I don't want to bobba bobba da bo, I don't want to bobba da bobba da bo.
Yeah.
Like everyone does like the accent, you know. I think it'd be good to see some like Australian D&B MCs just to come out and be like, "You cunts having a good fucking time." Fuck yeah, cunt when I rap this shit. Fuck yeah, cunt when I come around here and I fuck around here when I fuck this shit and I fucking.
We're gonna snippet this next question, make it into a reel, get you in the good books, and cheer her up as well. So I know she's struggling a bit. What would you say your favourite thing about Sandra is?
Well, at the present, her perseverance and her strength going through what she's going through with her pregnancy. For those of you who don't know what HG is, look it up. It ain't fun. My beautiful partner Sandra has been going through absolute hell. I've just been doing my best to be there for her. Pre-pregnancy, just her caring attitude, her family values, and her and the way she holds her her relationships, the way she treats her relationships with friends, family, with me. She's just constantly thinking of others, especially her loved ones. Like a lot of people I know is like, you know, you got to think to yourself, fuck, I got to call mum and dad. Like, I haven't spoken to mum and dad in a while. I haven't seen them. I'll go like a week, you know. My dad's always hitting me up like, hey, how you going? Like, what's going on? You know, because I'm just, whereas she calls her folks like 5 times a day. Sometimes like too much. Just something happens. She's like, I'll call mum and dad, tell them. And I'm just like, cool, sometimes I'm just like, leave him alone. You called him like 5 times already. Like, she's like, I want to talk to him. I love him. Like, she's just, constantly just thinking of others constantly to the point where, it's like hurting her, not hurting her. It's like detrimental to like her own situation. You know what I mean? She's going to put others above her to the point where it's like, sometimes I'm like, nah, you got to look out for yourself a little bit too.
Shout out Sandra.
Love
make
you,
this into a reel.
Shout out my boo and shout out Bubba G.
Bubba G. Have you got a name yet?
No.
You're going through names at the moment.
Yeah, he's going through names. We got something that we like, you know, and but we're sort of calling her. We didn't come up with a name, but we called her Bubba G one day, and Sandra's beautiful mother Jules, Mama Jules, or I suppose Grandma Jules now. Just thought Bubba G was great, so now she's sort of running with it. So I'm like, yeah, I like Bubba G. It kind of sounds like a rap name. It's just short for baby girl.
Yeah, for sure.
It kind of sounds like a rap name, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Azmatik and Bubba G.
Yeah, that'll be like the next Fluent and Incubator, bro. You watch.
Yeah, but straight out.
That's you, DJ.
So if you were to co-sign one artist in the underground scene in Australia, who would it be?
Well, like if you had a label or something.
No, you mean like cosign, like big, you know, yeah, just
Big 'em up sort of thing, yeah.
I guess a cosign is essentially shouting someone out, you know, like if a big name is fucking with an underground artist and they publicly shout them out and show them love and be like,
Oh yeah.
that's essentially cosign.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something I haven't mentioned already. I've already said Jay, like Jay and Brat. Actually, I've picked up Jay a bit. I'm going to say Brat. We're talking about her EP launch that's coming up the 28th of December. She hooked me up with 2 EPs of hers or 2 like albums of hers that were like just sort of like handmade, homemade like CDs, you know.
Yeah.
Printed cover and that on them. And I listened to both of them in my car, just driving around, like chucked them in the CD deck, which I don't do often, you know. I was like, this is mad. Like even just putting the CD in the car, I was like, used to hopping on Spotify, you know. That was cool. And the fact that they were like handmade and shit, I thought it was, I keep saying handmade, homemade. She ain't handmade. She didn't fucking chisel out plastic and shit. Like, but just her like raw honesty, her like
fully.
her songwriting ability. She's not like some like, you know, like crazy like battle MC where she's doing like fucking hectic 5-syllable multis and, you know, 8-bar schemes and that. It's just very raw, a stream of consciousness and just it's good songwriting, you know. Like I think she's got a cool, like, unique style.
Cool person as well, man.
And just a cool person. Yeah, she's very very appreciative. She's got this. I helped her put on this EP launch. She reached out to me, and you know she's obviously very green to like shows and things like that. And she's just reached out to me and been like, "Oh, how do I go about booking a venue? And how do I go about putting on a gig and putting on a launch?" And I just said to her, "If you want like day ones, you know, obviously me and Megatherium's thing, day ones that we got going, which is our, I guess, entertainment.
Which you
company,
need to stock up on, by the way.
what you want to call it? Yeah.
Is there merch coming out? Because I was going
we
to order
got
a day
merch.
one shirt and then pick it up today and wear it for the pod, but it's like, sold out.
Not doable. We got like day one stuff on like on like a website through Big Cartel. You know, it's sort of like make to order sort of thing. We like to think in the future, you know, we'll stock up on some actual physical merch. But that's hard, you know. We're sort of just trying to build at the moment. Like I don't want to. It's very easy to get ahead of yourself and go and order fucking 500 CDs, and I've still got tuna CDs and tuna vinyls in a box in my house. You know, like you sit on that shit forever, and you don't just chuck it out. Like that's fucking real merch, real product that you created with an intention to sell, and
Yeah.
you got a box of this product in your house, like you carry it around for years, like to the point where you're like, I'll just carry this shit to my deathbed. Like, at what point do I just say, all right, no one's buying these, I'll put them in the bin, you know? Like,
Yeah.
what do you
Sick.
do with them?
Sick. That's you, bro. Unless you haven't got anything, or
No, I'm going to think at the moment.
It's all right, brother. All right. Tell me,
you can do what Blinks did. Blinks interviewed us. If you want to do that, just ask us a bunch of random shit.
ooh,
Oh, fuck.
Fuck. I regret my decision now. No, just kidding.
all right, you go first. What breed of dog is Jake? Like if he was like
What the fuck?
like if you know what I mean? Like, you know, dogs have like personalities, and you're like,
Yeah.
this. What sort of dog would you like?
Oh, fuck.
Don't overthink it, brother. Just let it come to you.
Probably in Labrador. I fucking don't know.
Yeah.
No clue.
Yep, Labrador. You fucking nailed it. You're a Labrador cunt. Fucking oath. Hell friendly, just like good temperament, calm, you know, but we'll get it fucking excited, a bit giggly, you know, a little bit fucking, oh, what's going on? What are we doing?
Yeah.
But just wholesome.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Labrador, fucking oath.
Yeah.
All right, his turn.
I'm gonna say American Bulldog for you, mate. It's built fucking
Bit built, bit fucking, bit how you going.
bit tough, you know. Right.
Yeah.
What would you say for us?
Strong bite.
What would you say for Azmatik? Who do you reckon? What do you reckon?
Careful.
Couldn't even tell you, bro.
Nah,
Fuck.
go on, no, hit me. I'm all good.
Is it Chihuahua?
Chihuahua, yeah.
No.
Fuck, I'm not good with dog breeds, eh?
Fucking look at me, brother. You're not going to know if you don't look at me. Look at me. What am I? Personality-wise, I'm a bit fucking... I'm a couple of fucking
I'm gonna
Jimmys
say
deep,
Staffy.
so- Staffy?
Yeah.
Fuck you, man. Nah.
Fuck. Dopey, full of energy.
Dopey?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Mate, you have fucking hot ones after work every day. You were just saying that. Of course you're a bit dopey, man.
Fair call. Dopey, a bit... Nah, Staffy's a hell happy, though.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just giddy now because I've had a couple of fucking Jimmys.
That's the way. Liquid courage, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Liquid happiness.
Does anything come or?
No, that's all right. No, it's fucking. I'm.
That's right. He's interviewing us now. That's right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if anyone's asked you this yet, but how did the podcast come about? How did you come about in doing it together, and who came up with the idea, etc.?
Obviously, DJ came up with the idea, and he
Why
knew.
is that obvious?
Oh yes, that isn't obvious unless you've watched the intro episode.
Not obvious to me.
So yeah, DJ come at me with the idea because he knew I've been doing my own projects, volunteering for Youth Jam. Shout out to Isaac, fucking helped me out a lot. But so I've been doing that, and then I did my own. That I had an idea for that came to me when I was fucking deep into reflection, sitting on a cliff in Queensland, and I've got that mental health podcast that I'm doing. So he knows I have like a bit of experience talking to people, and I'm pretty introverted. So he hit me up about it, and I was like, fuck yeah, man, I've been doing it on the radio, and I love putting on for the scene whilst I've been working on my own shit to record and all that sort of shit, figuring out where I'm going to record it, what I'm going to do with it and stuff like that. Whether I want to launch it, which probably hit you up if I need to, but you know, yeah, so he hit me up, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm keen to co-host, but like, what about yourself? What's the vision for it, or what did you ask? How did it come about?
How did it come about?
Yeah, how did it come about? Like, you guys are hosting a podcast together. I'm sort of.
So I've been planning this for like 3-5 years. It's been in the back of my mind for ages, and then I've seen Jake do his thing. I was like, hit him up because I've known him for like 5 years. I think I met him through Facebook 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And then from there, I just messaged him, and then it happened pretty fast, to be honest. Once it was planned, we make the Instagram page, then bang, is at 200 followers already. So the support's been crazy, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone running up this. Put up a. Because I asked him the same question, what's the vision for it? We did like an intro episode, we were just chatting shit together. And he snippeted that. Got to like 1K in fucking less than 12 hours. And he dropped it at midnight too, the fucking mad cunt. And we woke up to 1,000 views.
Well, you probably just had it set to the date, didn't you?
Yeah.
So when it ticked over midnight,
yeah,
that was the date. So yeah.
Yeah, and then, you know, checked it today. It's sitting at like free. So everyone that's running the numbers up, keep running them up. And big love to everyone there.
Fucking oath. Well, I was going to say, it's fucking sick that you're doing this. Like, a lot of people have a lot of ideas. Ideas are really easy to fucking... And a lot of people, once they start telling people their idea, you know, I'm sure you've heard it fucking before, you sort of can subconsciously live out your ideas when you tell people your ideas. And so a lot of people talk about ideas a lot and have these fucking cool plans. I'm the fucking worst for it. Not actually executing them or doing any of them. You know what I mean?
So
even like a podcast, something that I've always wanted to do. You know, music-based one, and then branching out to other shit, you know, whatever. Or something I've talked about for years and just never executed it. You know, from album ideas, music video clip ideas, you know, and then other people out there who aren't artists who have these ideas for shows and, you know, restaurants and food trucks and this and that, who never actually, all that ever is an idea that gets spoken about and fantasized about. And once you a lot of people, once you fantasize about the idea, you sort of live out, you sort of get that urge to execute it out of your system because you sort of lived it out in your head a little bit. But you guys have committed.
Yep.
And you're doing it. And here we are. Second show.
No, I appreciate that, man. Coming from a Don too, so that's appreciative, man.
What are you eating over there?
Just a 7-Eleven wrap, eh?
A 7-Eleven wrap. We doing it. God damn.
I forgot it was in the fridge. I was like, fuck yeah.
All right.
Got me some dinner.
It's all right, it's the roast hour. Okay. We're doing a 2-hour podcast. We're doing a 2-hour podcast.
Just roast Jake for the last hour, eh?
What time? When did you buy the wrap?
Probably about 2 hours ago.
Bullshit. From where?
Huh?
From where?
There's a 7-Eleven next door.
Oh, just there? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
and you thought, I'm gonna wait till halfway through the pod.
I forgot it was in there.
Unwrap this. Oh, so you forgot it was in it, and you went, fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Better smash it back
I've got
right
some
now.
chockies there if you
Better
want one.
smash
You want
it
a
back
chockie?
right now. No, I don't want any chockies. We're sitting in front of microphones. Daddy eating a wrap, just
Oh, can you hear it in your ears and shit?
no,
Yeah,
not
oh,
necessarily. Maybe a little bit. I didn't really notice, but I respect it. The cadence of you, the confidence to just mid podcast be like, I'm eat this sweet chili servo wrap. Is it sweet chili?
fuck. No, it's chicken Caesar.
Chicken Caesar. Shout out my boo. She loves a chicken Caesar wrap. She would never eat one mid podcast, but she loves them.
Well,
Crazy. Just eat them wrap mid podcast.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I forgot it was in the fridge.
Didn't even say like, I'm gonna eat this wrap.
Yeah, I should have said something.
Hang on a minute. We had a break before.
Yeah.
I was like, you just edit this
yeah.
so we can have like a toilet break and a smoke break and you just can edit it, all right? Yeah, sweet. All right, so we went and had a break. Motherfucker didn't eat any wrap on that break. He's thinking to himself, I can't wait to get back to this podcast so I can dig into this wrap.
I thought it was in there the whole time, man. The whole time. So,
No, we ain't done roasting. Hang on.
man, done roasting.
Hang on.
Still roasting.
This motherfucker hits me up today. It's about 4:30.
Hey, come on now. That was Jackson as well. He didn't tell you about the plans being changed.
Yeah,
and shit.
true. Jackson sort of fucked me over.
So you can roast him as well.
Yeah, I'll roast him
guy.
as well. Don't worry. I'll get him. I'll get to him. This motherfucker had the nerve to be like, any chance you can scoop me up
Yeah.
on the way to my podcast that you're a guest on?
Fucking hell.
I was in Bicton, man. I was in the area.
Outrageous.
Oh, it's in the area. We still roast, though. We're back to sort of pretty good one.
I'll let you breathe.
You've got some sick music videos out. Probably my standout one would be What with Greasy. Is it What? Where he's smashing up fucking everything.
Yes.
Yeah. What would your standout or favourite music video that you've done be? There's also Surf Fake on the beach and shit. Fucking doing your king shit.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. That was funny. Doing the singing shit, the fucking over the top auto tune and shit. Shout out to Paulie P, aka Hazy Beats.
Yeah.
For those who haven't connected the dots, he recorded me and fucking we the auto tune is obviously bad. It was meant to be bad and over the top sort of thing. Probably Tuner, the like the actual song Tuner off the Tuner EP.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like the tennis one.
Yeah, with Berkey.
Yeah, that was just hell fun.
Mm.
We didn't have to go anywhere else. It wasn't like a film clip where you're like, all right, now we're going to go do this. Like, now we got to go here. And we just went to this tennis court and we did it all there. We went to fucking Kmart on the way there, bought the fucking like white polos and the Dunlop volleys and the matching red shorts. And so me and fucking Megatherium were matching. And yeah, it was just fucking hell silly.
And you're in.
You know what I mean?
It's funny. We were in a music video together. You're in Move Over. Can't see me in the fucking video, but you're in the Move Over with Complete.
Yeah.
How's the process with that?
Move over. Which one was that again?
Move Over, where you're in the video, fucking meditating and shit.
Oh, yes.
Where he's got like that many different
We
shots.
did the yoga one.
Yeah,
I think I just did the yoga one.
yeah. You just did the
Yeah.
meditation bit, the
Fuck,
cameo.
I forgot about that. That was the one that was like, he had like the fucking helicopter with the fucking Megatherium.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
Yeah,
Forgot
good
about
video.
that. That was sick, yeah.
Yeah, good video, man.
Mm.
You got one yet?
Touching on music videos, what's your top 3 music videos to come out of Australia?
Man. I'm gonna jump straight in with Complete and Jordan.
Of
Yep.
course.
It's got to be in there. That's fucking absolutely monumental. not only is it an absolutely phenomenal song and a phenomenal video clip to match it, but just the what came after Jordan and sort of the what it did for Complete and the way he was already doing so well, but the way it propelled him to just a wider audience. And there's so much surrounding it that's just it's iconic.
And how he performs it pretty much the same as how he did the video as well. That's always cool to watch.
It's fucking iconic, to say the least. Video clips, Australia, god damn. I'm gonna say there's a video clip by this. I can't remember what song it is, but it's the Smith Street Band. I don't know if you know the Smith Street Band. They're a good Aussie band. They're very good. This motherfucker's eating his rap again. He thought he could fucking do it on the sly, but I caught him.
Quick little nibble on the sly, put it back in the packaging.
Yeah. Smith Street Band, phenomenal band. They got I can't remember what fucking song it is, but they got a video clip where the cunt's just like walking in super slow mo. They've obviously filmed it and sped it up. They've obviously sped the song up and filmed it and slowed it down, and he's just getting his face. People are just throwing things at his face like food and balloons full of muck and just anything and everything, and it's just in super slow mo and it's just one shot. That's a very cool song. And then Vanessa Amorosi, absolutely everybody.
There you go. One, I'd say that's up there, and it only just come out recently. I fucking loved the work on and shout out Paulie P on that one too, with Crazy and Bitter Spaceships just recently. That's just fucking that's up there, man. I like that.
Is that Paulie?
I'm pretty sure it is because they do all like where they're tripping and shit. The face becomes like a cartoon sort of thing. I'm pretty sure it was Paulie that did that video.
Because I believe they might have been. They went down south or something and filmed that. I'm trying to think of it. It was either Paulie P or Cortex.
I think it might have actually been Cortex.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not gonna. I don't know. I'll be guessing.
I actually had a listener question I forgot about, and I forgot who it was. But is the Call the Coroner album ever going to come out, or?
I like to think so.
That means no, guys.
No, it doesn't mean no at all. We do have to get our shit together. We both live not super far away. That's a bit of a cop out, really. In the grand scheme of things, we don't really live that far away from each other. Life's a crazy thing, bro. Like, I mean, since we started like making that Call the Coroner album, like Cortex had a baby girl and things like that, you know, that he's been raising, and I got a decent job, a full-time job that I've sort of like, I spent a lot of time focusing on and shit like that, you know. So when we made the EP together, and then off the back of that started making more music and started toying with the idea of doing an album and shit, like life was very different for both of us. We were hanging out weekly, running a mutt, you know, both sort of, I'm not going to say didn't have responsibilities. I guess more so neglecting our responsibilities. Well, I was anyway. He was probably handling business and then playing when it was the right time to play, whereas I was just all play, no work, you know. So it was a different time in our lives, man. Like, we had big plans and big ideas, and then before you know it, humans are being born and people are getting jobs and getting in new relationships, and then all of a sudden it's been 5 years and said album isn't out, and you're like, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Can you do us a favour, because I know you work with him, and DJ actually really wants him on the show. So when you clock in on Monday, let Mickey know, or Dexter, because they work together, and that's like one of the top 3 that he wants to speak to.
Uh-huh.
So if you tell them about your weekend experience, talking with some fucking mad cunts on the podcast, and that they want you on and to hit us up, we'll make that happen, eh?
You heard him. Go and get.
You know the funny thing about Dexter?
Mm.
Mans does a song with Curse, only fucking song on the last album, and just dips. Hasn't made a song since, bro. Oh, that's what I find funny. Like, even he laughs about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. Me and him have the, me and him are very similar, like in the sense of we have the same conversations, never feeling like we're doing enough, trying to find that motivation and time and this and that to do music and put it out when life's just fucking piling on you. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, I know that Curse's song. Did that song on Curse's album and that, which is absolutely phenomenal. I know that he's in all this same time frame. He's gone through a lot of personal sort of like family shit, death in the family and things like that, which has been really heavy. So shout out to him. He's fucking, and he's also just unbelievably talented. That cunt. Like when we did a song together, finally, I did a Saturday shift at work. Left there at midday, went straight to his place, and just fucking. He made a beat on the spot, and while he was making the beat, I was sort of writing to it and stuff. And then he did his verse sort of later on after I'd left and that. He just focused on the beat, and I was writing. But yeah, he can just shit out phenomenal beats effortlessly.
Yeah,
He's
fucking
very
right.
talented, and just his writing, his flow, he's singing, he's songwriting, writing hooks and actual like acoustic pop songs and things like that. Yeah, he's phenomenal in terms of like art and being an artist. 100% in terms of WA, like top 10 in WA, top 5 in WA.
Mm.
Probably top 10 in Australia, top 5 in WA in terms of talent.
Yeah, no,
If you
yeah,
ask me.
for sure. We're gonna get cranking. Jackson sent a beat through, which I'll open up on the laptop and figure out if these guys got Wi-Fi.
Oh, is that Superman?
I don't know what beat he sent me, eh? Unless you just want a freestyle.
I won't. If he just sent you that one beat and that's all he got,
Yeah,
then maybe we'll just leave it.
for the live performance.
Yeah, because that beat, I imagine it would be the beat for our song Superman, but I don't really want a freestyle on that. And the song is me and him.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, and
Unless you got other beats.
I could just bring anything up. Just fucking, what are you feeling?
I mean, anything boom bap really, I can.
Freestyle over.
But I don't know, like
You in the mood for it, or
I'll be forcing it, I can rap, I can freestyle like all day, every day, but
yeah?
is it going to be a good freestyle? Is it sort of just doing it for the fuck of it?
Why are you asking if it's gonna be a good freestyle? You're the one freestyling. You got to make it good, bro.
Tell me if it's going to be good.
Yeah, of course it's gonna be good. It's fucking
Yeah, no, we can do
Azmatic
it.
on the freestyles.
We can
man.
do it.
Yeah, you got a couple words for him, bro? That you can think of off the top of your head?
You don't have to give them to me now. No, don't give them to me now. Just throw them at me while I'm rapping.
Technical difficulties, can't do the live performance. That's why you go to an Azmatic show and you see Azmatic live in person. That's why you do that.
The universe is not allowing you to see me rap for free.
There we go.
My apologies.
Buy a ticket and some merch. Support your artists.
My
We'll
apologies, but I will not drop for free,
Yeah. We'll finish off on some short fires because I added some short fires into my podcast I got coming soon. Shout out Just Kane. Shout out my next guest, which I'll let you know in a sec. But yeah, we'll start some short fires. Favorite movie of all time?
Freddie got fingered.
Is that actually your favorite movie, or?
I don't have a favorite movie. It's one of my favorite movies.
All right.
I don't have one favorite movie. I'm not really a movie guy.
Oh yeah. More of a series guy, or just don't watch it?
No, nah, not a series or movie guy. I mean, they're good. I like them, but Nah, I don't really like watch a lot of shit.
Favorite late night snack?
God dang. Favorite late night snack. Oreo McFlurry with chocolate fudge added.
Oh, bruh, it's a goated midnight snack.
And now they bought the chocolate soft. They got the chocolate soft serve.
Oh, bruh.
Cracking. So you get it with the chocolate soft serve, the Oreo,
Yeah.
chocolate fudge added.
Tried the Grimace shake yet?
Yeah, it's shit.
It's so sweet, bro.
It's fucking shit.
You tried it, DJ, or what?
Don't want to.
Nah, don't, bro. It's too much. It's too sweet, and it's just like, it's like fruity milk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
I was just curious. I was like, what is, like, it could have been anything. Grimace shake, you know what I mean? Like, literally could have, and I tried it, and I was like, oh, so it's just blueberry milk.
Mm.
Okay.
I'm going to make that at home.
I won't, but yeah, I could.
You got a short fire for him?
Yeah.
man?
What's your favourite colour?
Colour?
Yeah.
Grey.
Great. Nice.
You're a bit of a kicks man. Favorite shoe?
Retro 12s.
Retro 12s. Fuck yeah. And what else can we do 'em with? Best hair color in a female?
Brunette.
Brunette. It's a good call.
You don't catch me sleeping like that, brother.
Best strip club in Perth.
My girl's
Quick, go.
My girl's brunette. Nah, dude. Yeah. Nah, it's an honest answer, but yeah,
Yeah,
probably why I'm with who I'm with. You know.
yeah. And then we'll finish on short fires because I had this question in my head. I forgot to ask it for. What are some standout moments from the mansion memories? Like, what's some funny stories that you can't you know without criminating yourself on the podcast? I don't want cops knocking at my door looking for you, but what are some fun mansion memories? So I'm pretty sure you smashed the fuck out of it when
we left.
When
Yeah,
you
we
left,
fucking
yeah.
destroyed the place. Lucky we didn't have any like bobcats or bulldozers. We probably would have flattened the joint, to be honest. Fuck, man. Like the best memories, like in terms of the best memories, were like after parties, after gigs. You'd have nights there where there's like, you'd have a pretty dope gig. You got the fucking likes of, Paulie P, Cortex, myself, Drastic.
Where's he nowadays? That's a name I haven't heard in ages. Still speak to him?
Drastic. Yeah, I still speak to him. I don't see him as much like these days. Obviously, we lived together for fucking 5 years or something. We saw each other every day. I guess when all that shit sort of ends, you don't see each other as much. You know what I mean? But that's my brother, man. I love my brother. I know he works hard. Works hard. I think he trains and shit. He's just doing his thing, bro. Like, I'm sure he still writes music and that. He's not recording a lot of music, but. But yeah, fuck, man. Like funny stories for the mansion. Like, I'm sure, like, if I, start reminiscing with the boys, like, a few stories will come to me. Like, all right, here's one. Here's one. This is a good one. So shout out to my brother Mikey. One of my best mates. You know what I mean? Like, he'll be a groomsman at my wedding, sort of thing. You know what I mean? He's my brother. He's fully like sober these days, like he's like smoked billies and drank, like never did anything else. But these days he's a sober man entirely, has been for years. But back when we used to get on the piss with me and shit, we used to live together, used to live at the mansion. Absolutely phenomenal skater as well, by the way. So I got to lay it out for the brother Mikey. Absolutely a fucking phenomenal skater. We went to the pub one day, like a pub that we like, and we fucking got stuck in and got a carton of piss on the way home from there. We left the pub pretty merry. We got a carton on the way. We're gonna head back to the mansion and fucking polish them off and get stuck into it, which we did. Which then turned into red wine. We'll get into the red wine and that. And I remember we were actually talking while we were very drunk, talking shit, and we're talking about drinking and that. And he was like, I always have this feeling the next day that I've done something real bad. I've done something fucked up, whatever it is, you know, that sort of like that bad hangover feeling. And I was like, yeah, no, I get it. Like, I was like, everyone gets it, you know, just fuck it, you know. You might have done something crazy, don't worry about it. Like,
Have you stitched your mates up when they've been like, what did I do last night? And you tell them they did the most fucked up shit?
I'm sure I have.
Yeah, I've done that many times, bro.
In this situation, I didn't have to. So we're on the pit, we're drinking beers all night, blah, blah. So, mind you, this is in the week of, there's a rates gig in the city that, like, my housemate and us were sort of involved in supporting, and my mate helped, like, bring him out and shit. He's, like, involved in the gig itself, you know?
Promoting it and stuff? Or?
Yeah. And Manners was supporting him. So Manners stayed at our place for like 4 days or whatever. And so I'm with my mate, we've been drinking all night and shit. He's on the couch, he's got like a mug of red wine that he's fucking, and I'm blue drunk playing fucking GTA, talking shit. He's on the couch behind me. Manners is in the kitchen with the boys and that. Everyone's there, you know. I look back behind me and my mate Mikey's passed out on the couch with the fucking glass, with the mug of fucking red wine, half full, in his lap, holding it, not spilling it. And I was like, took it out of his hand, put it on the bench and that, and I was like, all right, he's done. Passed out, you know. Sitting there playing PlayStation. I'm in a chair in front of the TV. The fucking TV cabinet. On the side of the TV cabinet, on the edge there is like a stack of like DVDs and shit and random shit and a few game cases and that. My mate Mikey just randomly gets off the couch and he sort of walks by me. I'm like, what's this cunt doing? And he just stops right in front of the TV, right in front of all the DVDs and shit, and just starts pissing. So he's just sleepwalking and he's pissing. And I'm like playing video games and I'm like, oi, what are you doing? And I'm like grabbing him and shit, and he's just like, and I'm like, Mikey, oi. And he's just like, what? Like still like obviously asleep, but not asleep, you know? And he's like, what? And I was like, you're pissing all over the fucking the TV cabinet and the DVDs and shit inside in the living room. And he just literally goes, he's just like, you know, he's fucking dicks in his hand. And he's like, yeah, what's your point? And mind you, Manners is in the kitchen, so the boys are all watching this happen. Manners, obviously, for those of you who don't know, is blind. So he's hearing this all go. He's in the kitchen, the only motherfucker there who can't actually see what's going on. But he can hear it and he knows what's happened. And my mate Mikey goes, what's your point? And then Manners just goes, watch where you point. That's the point. And we all just lost it. And I dragged my mate out the back door, like, oh, get outside. I'm like, quick, go out the back. He, like, gets out the front door. It's sort of, like, outdoor, like, floorboards and, like, staircase. He doesn't even get past that point. He's, like, pissing out there on the floor outside and shit. But that was it. And the next day, like, he fucking wakes up the next morning, doesn't remember anything, comes into, like, the sort of studio where I was hanging out. Just, like, you could tell that he's going through what he said. He goes through his feeling like I've done something fucked, this and that. And as soon as he walked in, I looked at him and just started losing it laughing. And he goes, what? What did I do? Did I do something? Like stressing, and I'm just laughing. I can't even answer him. I'm just laughing because I can tell that he's stressing. Like, did I do something last night that I shouldn't have? Mm. He's like, what do I do? And I'm like, you don't want to know, cunt. And he's thinking like, this cunt's fucking with me. And I'm like, you pissed inside on the TV cabinet in front of everyone, DVDs. And he's just like, fuck off. No, I didn't, cunt. And eventually I'm like, cunt, go inside. I promise you now, no one's cleaned it. I promise you now, your piss is still there. Sure enough, he's gone. He come back.